So I just spent forever messing with this wig, curled it and everything, and I hated how the wig looked on me. I don't know what it is about this wig, but there's always a clump of hair right here that just won't lay the fuck down. So I put on a men's plaid flannel and a beanie, and now I look like a 12-year-old boy who's gonna go skate in the park across the street, throw rocks at senior citizens' windows. And I'm feeling Well, hello there, my friends. Welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. Today, we're talking about some more weird TikTok diet trends that are sweeping the nation. Ozempic. Have you heard of it? Well, neither have I until a couple weeks ago. Buckle up. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz, and lots of dry sarcasm on the way, why not hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand, because I would truly love to have you here. Without anything further, let's make some lemonade.
Day 1 of trying the viral Ozempic drink. 1/2 cup of your choice of oats, 1 cup of water, 1/2 of a lime. Hoping this helps with weight loss. Disclaimer, it does not taste good, but we do what we gotta do. I will be doing this morning and night.
So last night I weighed 215.4, so not a huge difference, probably water weight, but still progress. 1/2 cup of your choice of oats, 1 cup of water, 1/2 of a lime, morning on an empty stomachine before.
We're gonna try the Ozempic. I'm gonna challenge myself and see how much I can lose. If you're down for the cause and you wanna do this challenge with me, let's go!
Day 8 of me doing this challenge every single morning, and it has been working wonders for me. I have lost 3 pounds. I used to be 146 pounds. We are getting fit this summer. I'm serious. All you need is 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of oats, and 1/2 a lime. You need to be serious about your health. You need to be serious. Join me in the challenge and lose some weight with me, girl. I want to see you snatched.
Ozempic. Weird name. But if you haven't figured it out, the name is kind of a spin-off of the very popular type 2 diabetes medication, Ozempic. That's right, type 2 diabetes medication, not weight loss. You may have also heard of Ozempic referred to as semaglutide. That's the generic name of the drug. So, Ozempic. It was a weight loss craze that swept the nation. I'm sorry, it's cliched to say, but I don't know what else to call it, because I really feel like it did sweep the nation. It took social media by storm. Quite frankly, it probably still is at this point. I got so many requests to make a video about it, but I think the reason I didn't was because at the height of when all of it was happening, I was just like right in the thick of my dietetic internship, and my brain just couldn't. At this point of filming, I'm done with my dietetic internship. By the time you guys see this video, I will have officially graduated. Love that for me. So if you've been living under a rock for the last 6 to 12 months, let me get you up to speed on Ozempic. Ozempic is a drug that has FDA approval as a type 2 diabetes medication. It's supposed to help diabetics have better blood glucose control, and it is administered in the form of a weekly injection. In the last 6 to 12 months, though, it's exploded in popularity, but not necessarily for type 2 diabetes treatment. Something that Ozempic does is cause weight loss. One way it does this is by manipulating the hormones that control your hunger, and it basically makes you think you're full when you're not, resulting in you eating less food, which then down the line results in weight loss. It also slows down the rate at which you digest food, which leaves you feeling fuller for longer, which results in weight loss down the line because you're not eating. The thing about Ozempic is that it's not actually approved for weight loss. It's approved for type 2 diabetes control. However, because it's well observed to cause weight loss, a lot of medical professionals prescribe it only for that reason in some patients. And that's where a lot of the controversy came from Ozempic in the medical community, the nutrition community, particularly dietitians who specialize in diabetes care. I follow a lot of physicians on Instagram, and there's a lot of discourse that I've observed. Ozempic is a drug for type 2 diabetes management, but a lot of people, like a lot of really famous celebrities, for example, started documenting themselves using Ozempic just to lose 10 or 15 pounds. This uptick in the popularity of Ozempic strictly for weight loss, which in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, was largely spearheaded and fueled by celebrities promoting the use of it, resulted in a lot of people getting their hands on it just to lose weight for aesthetics. This resulted in an extreme shortage of the drug for people with type 2 diabetes, people who it was originally created for and who actually need it to help manage their disease. Now, before we go any further, I just need to say I am not mad at weight loss for any reason. If you're watching this video because you're looking for somebody who thinks that any and all weight loss is fat phobic or bad, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're in the wrong place. I am a future dietitian. I am registration eligible. That's the official, I guess it's not like a title, but that's like how I'm allowed to present myself according to the CDR. Registration eligible means that I have completed everything that I need to do, and I am now eligible to sit for the national RD exam. Because I'm a healthcare professional, I fully understand the negative impacts that excess body fat can have on one's health. I also believe in bodily autonomy and your body being your choice. So in my opinion, if you want to lose weight to improve your quality of life, or just because last year you gained 20 pounds and you're just not really super hype on how you look anymore, I believe you have the freedom to be able to do that. I am not going to judge you for that. Now, I also hate diet culture. And in my opinion, buying up life-saving and quality of life improving medication and leaving nothing for the people who need that medication, the people living with chronic disease, type 2 diabetes, just so you can lose like 5 or 10 pounds to fit into the jeans you wore in high school. I believe that is diet culture, and I just really don't like that. I look so ridiculous right now. I'm wearing leopard print or cheetah print, I don't know, I can never tell the difference. And then I'm wearing a plaid flannel over this, and then I have a beanie on. What is my life right now? What's going on? I don't know. That's where a lot of this controversy lies with Ozempic. People using it up for vanity and leaving it either unavailable or just extremely difficult to obtain for the people who actually need it. So that was a super brief summary of the Ozempic craze that was sweeping the nation. So where are we at today? We're not talking about Ozempic today. We're talking about OATzempic. So for some reason, people on TikTok have made a homemade Ozempic. I tried to research the impetus for Ozempic, and I don't understand where it came from. I feel like this could have come from the crowd who hates big pharma and doesn't like the thought of using prescription drugs to lose weight, and so they wanted to come up with something more natural. Or it could have come out of desperation for people who just are desperate to lose weight and can't get their hands on Ozempic, so they decided to make a knockoff version of it. So after this video was filmed, I wasn't quite done perusing TikTok, specifically learning more about Ozempic, and I came across more information that I wanted to share and add into this video that you're watching right now. In some of the videos I came across while continuing to research this, and even in some of the videos I included in my B-roll in the video that I just kind of realized after the fact while I'm editing, the same name kept being repeated. A TikTok account by the name of Churro King, although I don't think that is his handle name now. In several TikToks I saw, a lot of people said they saw him do the quote Ozempic challenge, and multiple people said, oh, he lost 40 pounds in 2 months. I eventually found his account, and I found what I believe is the original video of him first talking about Ozempic, but the video was actually I guess an overlay of him watching and reacting to somebody else doing the Ozempic challenge and fixing the drink, and that person said that they lost 40 pounds in 2 months, or that they could lose 40 pounds in 2 months, or something to that effect. And then he was like, oh, that person lost 40 pounds in 2 months, I'm gonna try this. The caption of that video is, let's see if this actually works.
And then just pour it and then blend it.
What the hell? 40 pounds in 2 months? Churro King back with his ex Churro review. Weight loss edition. Yeah. And here's what you're gonna need. Some oatmeal, half a lime, and 1 cup of water. I need this thing to work. 40 pounds? Dude, am I gonna lose 40 pounds in 2 weeks? Probably not, but hopefully 10 pounds.
And then several of his subsequent TikTok videos are of him documenting himself completing the Ozempic challenge. So it seems like a lot of people think that he's the one who lost 40 pounds doing it and think that he's the one who started it. But based on my research and from what I could tell from his page, he's not. As far as the video he was reacting to in that first one that I just showed you, I was never able to figure out who that person was that he was watching. One last thing I do want to say about him, and this is not me trying to throw shade at all, it's just an observation I made. I noticed several videos on his page of him trying some crash diet or a diet product for rapid weight loss, like detoxes or some supplement or something like that. So it does seem like he kind of has a habit and sort of makes it, I guess, kind of his thing to sort of try weight loss, quote unquote, hacks and crash diets and stuff. So I think that is something I don't know. I just thought that that was interesting. So it does not look like he is the creator of this trend, but it seems like a lot of people were at the very least inspired by him to try it. That video of him kind of discovering it from that other person got a lot of views. I think it had over 2 million views, probably because the thumbnail of that video was very eye-catching and clickbaity. It said something like lose 40 pounds in 2 months, and that's alluring to a lot of people who really want to lose weight. So make of all that what you will. Let's continue. Either way, Ozempic is probably useless and probably won't do anything for you. Beyond giving you a decent serving of fiber and protein in one convenient package. And it'll probably keep you satiated a little longer until lunchtime, which is also helpful. So what exactly is Ozempic? I guess the original recipe, or what I would call the original recipe for Ozempic, is as follows. Half a cup of oatmeal, raw, 1 cup of water, and juice of half a lime. You add it all in the blender, blend it, and then you drink it. Yeah, honestly, I was okay with this until the lime juice stepped in. Apparently, you do this every day until you look like a 1970s Janice Dickinson. So it's for weight loss. It's the secret sauce for weight loss. Well, that's what they say on TikTok anyway. Realistically, though, the most this will probably do is just, like I said, keep you full through your next meal. And also, like, who doesn't like oatmeal, you know? Except toddlers and carnivore diet zealots. So this is a trend that, in my opinion, it's silly, but it's probably harmless. In fact, I actually feel like this is one of the very few diet fads that could actually benefit a lot of people. Oatmeal is an excellent source of fiber. Time and time again, the research has shown that individuals who eat a diet that is high in fiber have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and colorectal cancer, just to name a few things. The average adult does not eat enough fiber. The average American adult eats around 10 to 15 grams of fiber per day, and it's recommended by several professional health and nutrition organizations across the board that men and women should eat at least 38 grams and 25 grams of fiber a day, respectively. Something else that the research has demonstrated with fiber is, unlike other diet things that people tend to do in the name of health, for example, taking 40 dietary supplements every single day, which is literally flushing money down the toilet, more fiber intake is actually correlated with better health outcomes. So this is actually a case of the more the merrier. So based on the research, the standard Ozempic recipe, I hate using the word recipe, but whatever. It calls for half a cup of oats. That's 1 serving. That contains about 150 calories, 5 to 7 grams of protein, and like 4 to 5 grams of fiber, depending on the brand. That is a decent nutrient profile. Now, unless you're specifically only doing the Ozempic diet, most people are usually also pairing their oatmeal with something else with breakfast. For example, whenever I eat oatmeal for breakfast, I don't eat it raw, by the way. I'm not a serial killer. I normally pair oatmeal with like 1 or 2 eggs and a piece of fruit, usually a banana. I love bananas. And this, for me, is a really good filling breakfast. And it typically does a really good job of keeping me like satiated until my next meal, or at least my next snack time. However, I think if all you have the time or the appetite for is half a cup of oatmeal with, you know, whatever fixings you put in it, I think that's better than not eating breakfast at all, which most people don't eat breakfast at all. So I think that's better than nothing. So when it comes to specific foods for weight loss, FYI, there's no such thing as a fat burning food, just so everybody knows. There are foods and meal combinations that can be helpful on a fat loss endeavor. And in my opinion, oatmeal is one of those foods because it's filling. Again, it's a great source of fiber, a decent source of protein, and it's relatively low calorie per serving. I need to make this one thing extremely clear, and I need to make sure that all of you watching this understand this. You're not losing weight because you're drinking this concoction. You're losing weight because you're eating in a calorie deficit. So for those of you who might ask the question, well, why did that lady lose 40 pounds using Ozempic? Because she found a way to create a calorie deficit. That's how. In my opinion, this probably works just the same way how most other dietary supplements or weird MLM products that claim to promote weight loss work. You have somebody who's been trying to lose weight forever, maybe their whole life, because that's like a lot of people. They see a product online that's advertising weight loss. They get excited, buy the product, and then go all in while using the product. And when I say all in using the product, they're not just using the product. They do a complete overhaul of their entire lifestyle. They start making changes that create a calorie deficit that down the line result in weight loss. Maybe they're exercising more. Instead of drinking 3 cans of soda a day, they're only drinking 1. It can be anything like that. But because they've begun using this new product or using this new diet method that they just started, that they were really excited about. They give credit for their weight loss and all the whatever health improvements they've made to that product, to that one thing that they've been doing. But really, it's not the product. It's because they've made other changes in their life and they've completely overhauled their life. They've adopted more healthy habits that have resulted in weight loss. Oatmeal keeps you fuller longer. This can reduce the amount you eat at your next meal and reduce the amount of snacking that you might do until your next meal, thus causing a reduction in your calorie intake, which then in turn causes fat loss, weight loss for all intents and purposes. So the people praising Ozempic as a holy grail weight loss concoction, it's not. Water, oatmeal, and lime juice. There is absolutely nothing special about any of those things. I have to say, I'm glad more people are eating breakfast. I'm glad more people are getting in more fiber. But this is not a secret weight loss potion. And whose idea was it to put lime juice in this? Why would you disrespect oatmeal like that? So what are my opinions on this trend? Well, as somebody with a master's of science in clinical nutrition, and someone who has completed a dietetic internship, and someone who is now registration eligible to sit for the national RD exam. That was a mouthful. I'm not going to say that all the time. I think that this is definitely one of the more harmless diet trends. Like I said before, I think it could even be beneficial to get people to eat breakfast more and to help people get more fiber, because most people do not do either of those things. The thing that just bums me out about this and what I just don't like is that somebody somewhere took a regular food, oatmeal of all things, and they just got their diet culture all over it. They turned it into this fancy pants weight loss potion, and now you have everybody out here treating oatmeal like it's the most amazing thing since sliced bread. Ma'am, oatmeal entered the chat a while ago, and this is why this gives me mixed feelings. This feels like when parents hide veggies in their toddler's food to get them to eat more vegetables. The kid thinks they're getting like their special favorite mom's secret recipe SpaghettiOs, but really it's just pasta with spinach and carrots blended into the sauce. So like, I'm glad you think it's like a super special amazing thing, but it's actually just regular food that's actually very nutritious for you, and I'm glad you're eating it.
Ozempic. Oh, I'm a dietitian. Here's what I think about it. I don't take issue with any of these particular ingredients. It's more the message. The trend suggests drinking this and then restricting for an extended period of time, which we don't love. It's not nearly filling or satisfying enough for that. And it won't be a magic bullet for weight loss. Sure, trying to stay more hydrated or eat more fiber can support weight loss, but it's more about your overall lifestyle, like meeting your nutritional needs, moving your body in a way that you enjoy, getting quality sleep, the list goes on. That's why I always suggest making small changes you'll actually be able to stick with. If you really enjoy this starchy, citrusy concoction, then more power to you, but I won't be making it again.
I don't know. If this is what it takes to get people to eat more fiber, fine. If this is what it takes to get people to eat breakfast more often, fine. But it's not a holy grail. It's not a secret weight loss sauce. On that note, if you're still here, how about you guys drop some of your favorite oatmeal toppings below? Let's give each other some ideas here. Oatmeal is one of those foods where it is what you make it. So, you know, what you put in it really matters. Some of my favorite oatmeal toppings are blueberries and peanut butter. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this little chat about random TikTok diet trends again. Just when I think there's no more weird diet stuff to talk about on TikTok, something like this comes up. Ozempic, there it is. If you made it to this point, I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more content similar to this, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for the watch time. YouTube likes it, and so do I. I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Queen Lemon, over and out. Sir. Let's go find your brother and sister. Let's find Alpha. Hey, baby. Hey, baby dog. You taking a little nap? Man, they are tired. I'm leaving for Seattle tomorrow. Ace is out of town. I can say that because by the time this video goes up, he'll be home. So none of you can come to my house and try and abduct me. Oh my god, look how cute she is. But, they had walkies this morning, and to get them all prepped and nice and ready for the dog sitter, everybody had baths. They got all greased up, coconut oil. Alpha loves coconut oil on her nose and her paws. She got her allergy shot yesterday. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. She was pissed about bath time because she hates bath time. Yes. But she is nice and clean and moisturized. And she's had her allergy shot and she has her little paw itch spray going. Isn't that right, baby? Alpha. Isn't that right? Hey, lady. Oh, now she's got nothing else. Okay, I'm gonna go back downstairs then. Watch, I'm gonna move and she's, Bye.